ISFILTERED is a great way to dynamically calculate metrics and text based on the filtering you apply to your pages. Let's learn about it. We'll be working with our zombie dataset again, which details information about zombie encounters during the soon-to-come apocalypse that we're all just kind of sitting around waiting for at this point. Here we have a page with some stats about our zombies. For our use case, we want the end user to only select one type of zombie. We don't want to display overall metrics, which, right now, if the user doesn't select something on the slicer, will pop up on our visuals. To fix this, we're going to go to each of our metrics and add some more DAX. ISFILTERED is a Boolean function, which means it returns true or false. It returns true if the measure you specify is being directly filtered. Let's show you what I mean by directly filtered. Here, we'll make an ISFILTERED function on the zombie description, which is the same metric I have in the slicer I want the end user to select their zombie from. If I pull that measure into this visual, it will show us false, because nothing is selected. Then, when we select something, it changes to true because we are directly filtering the metric that our ISFILTERED measure is checking. Direct filtering is when a filter is directly applied to a column or to any column in the same table. Now that we see how it works, let's add an if statement. Here, we're asking Power BI to check if the metric is directly filtered, and, if so, return some numbers. But if not, then return a text that says, pick a zombie. Now, we'll do this for all of our metrics on display, and you'll see this in action. Beautiful. There is a similar function called ISCROSSFILTERED, which works the exact same way, but instead of checking if the metric is directly filtered, it checks if it is cross-filtered. Cross-filtering is when a filter is directly applied to a column, to any column in the same table, or to a column in a related table. Here is an example. So here I have my ISFILTERED measure. Right now, if I change the date, which comes from the encounters fact table, it won't show anything because the date column is not on the same table as our zombie description. But when I change it to ISCROSSFILTERED, now, if I select something on this date slicer, the measure still calculates a number to display. The encounters table has an established relationship with the zombie table, so by filtering the date table, I effectively filter the zombie table. Quick note, if you are trying to use the function ISCROSSFILTERED, you will want to make sure that the relationship cross-filtering is set correctly. In our example relationship, I set the cross-filtering to both, meaning columns from one side of the relationship or the other will filter the corresponding table. If, in my example, I instead had this set to single, then my ISCROSSFILTERED function wouldn't work as I wanted because Power BI is only allowing the cross-filtering in one direction, from the dimension zombie table to the fact encounters table. Dear, if your cross-filtered function isn't working like you think it should, check these settings. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. And if you like this video, please don't forget to subscribe.